Morning everyone, I hope you are. This is CoinsKid. We're just going to dive into the CHILIZ token video right now. Just once again, thank you for your continued support in the channel, all the really nice comments that we receive across the channel that, you know, you're learning and it's educating in the space as well, and the fact that we're showing you where these support levels are and future price predictions. So thank you once again for that, and thank you for your continued support. You can see that the subscriber count is growing in the channel, which is really good. It's really healthy to see, and we've got a great community building there in the CoinsKid Telegram group as well. So it's all good. We've got a lot of experts in there as well, which is really good. We see so many questions being asked and they're getting answered, and it's brilliant. Not just on the projects that I've covered. Obviously, there's multiple projects across the board for cryptos, and it's great to see people involved in the space and asking these questions, and then people are seeing the answers. Even myself, I'm seeing answers on questions that I want answered. So it's fantastic. It's really good. Thank you for that. That community is brilliant. Again, the link is in the video description below. The Telegram, there's been reports where it's not working through Bitly, so I'm going to try and change that and back test, because every link that I've looked at, it does work. So I don't know why people are having a problem with that, but I will look into it, of course. But have a good Saturday, have a good weekend, and I'll dive into the video right now then. So basically what you can see, CHILIZ has got really boring. It does get like that, okay? It does get boring. And you remember a few days ago it was doing this and it was really boring, but then we found that trade, we found that short trade, okay? And then within these little boring accumulation phases, you do find trades. So we'll zoom in a minute on the hourly, because I think I've spotted a little trade that is possible. We'll have a look, okay? So whilst it's doing all this this is called accumulation, okay? Wyckoff accumulation. If you want to look into that, I did tell you about that yesterday, and basically it's not losing support, which is really good, okay? It's positive. It's had those corrections, dips, downs, but it's tested support and it's holding support. So at the moment it looks strong, okay? And this trend, as I said to you, the trend is your friend. You're bullish and you are in a continual bull trend. Yet you're caught in a bit of a downtrend on the 4 hourly at the moment, but you are sort of coming up and trying to get through, which is positive. And one other positive thing is on this MACD just here, okay? You see the MACD went bullish where the blue line went above the orange line, and it's gone up and it's back testing it, okay? But it is creeping up and it is back testing it and it is bouncing off it. What you don't want to see on the MACD there on the 4 hour is where the blue line starts to cross the orange line, because more selling pressure will come in, and you can see we're already really low to this base anyway. And if you do see that come in and the selling pressure come in, look, there's absolutely no volume here, okay? So that is indicative. It's just boring crap, boring sideways accumulation, okay? And I know it is really boring, but we will try and spot little trades in and out, because you will see pumps and you will see dumps, okay? And that's how it works, because it tests support, it tests resistance, and it does it for a while until all of a sudden you just get that pop out, okay? And you get that pop out and you'll see the volume come in, and usually, you know, after accumulation like this, it is back to the upside, and we are in this pattern. So I do want to reassure people, you know, at the moment CHILIZ is looking healthy, okay? CHILIZ is looking healthy. I've made this error before, and I'll be frank with you, where I've got caught in a trade. Ocean was one of these trades where it went up so much and then it come back down, and it was doing all this, and I got so bored and I got like, oh god, it's never going to go up, it's going back down to where it came from. And it's all a learning curve, because I jumped out of Ocean and I went into another project that was doing really well, and you know, and then that project started going sideways, and then immediately after the level of accumulation, Ocean started to go up, and I was like, oh damn, there's that pop, you know. And this happens across the board. People jump from coin to coin to coin seeing pumps, and then they end up just sitting on a level like this. They don't actually get anywhere. So you have to have a patience game in crypto, in general, with these patterns and things that play out, and you do hit these levels of consolidation. Right now Cardano is caught in a level of consolidation. It's caught in between a high level of resistance at $1.23, you know. And the comments we get on the video on Ada, when's it going to do this, and no one's got a crystal ball to that effect. No one can say, okay, on the 18th of April it's going to break out. You know, this phase here, when it breaks down, you almost can say, okay, you're going to pop out and move up. But what happens, you can never anticipate the accumulation phase. For example, sand is one of those that just popped out and carried on going and retraced, and that was down to a T, you know. But sometimes you do pop out and you do make progress. The fact that you've broken out of this downtrend, because this is effectively a downtrend, you go up and you're coming down, it's a downtrend, and you break out of it, okay, and you're not continuing in the downtrend, and you be going lower and lower and lower. So when you break out, you form your support, which we've got, okay, and and you're broken out of the pattern, which is a descending triangle. You've broken out and you're now accumulating, you're now going sideways. This is an accumulation phase, a redistribution model. Wyckoff accumulation, look into it, okay? Flat, boring, I know, but there are trades within this that you can execute, i.e. this the head and shoulders there, the potential bigger inverse head and shoulders that we're potentially looking at. Okay, we've already had one play out there, which I shown you yesterday. You know, from that level there, you had the shoulder, the head, and the right shoulder, very small, and actually played out, and it pumped to our target. That would have been a great trade. And now you are potentially looking at a larger one with the left shoulder, the head, and this right shoulder as this starts to creep around, come back up to this resistance level there, and then pop through. So that would be a big trade, because that will actually push us up to the 0.5, bang on the 0.5, and that is a potential forward play as we make progress moving back up. So I hope you understand that. At the moment everything looks okay. We do look like we're breaking down. We do look like we're struggling to get through these EMAs, okay, and sustain any movement through the EMAs just there. Okay, but what you are doing, if you look at this, you are kind of hugging this kind of channel right now, where you're sort of making these higher lows, okay. You are sort of hugging this kind of ascending channel there to creep back up. The MACD looks relatively healthy. The RSI is in the middle there. You do need to see the volume start coming in. And then these trades, these little trades here, are executable. So what we'll do, we'll have a quick look on the 1 hourly here and see if we can spot a little trade. So I was thinking that there might have been a little trade here. Probably not, to be fair. I was thinking it might have been a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders. But you can see that that's not actually feasible right now. No, it's not. No, I thought there might be a little inverse head and shoulders here. Is there possibly? No, it's not enough of a neckline to execute. So at the minute it's just drab and boring. You know, you may see us potentially come back down to this level and test it, this base again from the structure of that on. But that's the hourly time frame. This bearish cross is not good. Okay, I'll be upfront with you, and you know I said that the other day. I'll always tell you the truth. You see the momentum, the bearish cross, but with this bearish cross here, you can see it's very diagonally down. Look, it's down. This one is like a slow curvature, so it's almost like it's going down and finding some kind of base. You can see just there it starts to curl, pick up a bit, but then it got rejected off the EMAs and it's starting to come back down. And when it comes back down like that, you potentially see a bit of a pump here to save it from the bottom, okay? Because what happens is as soon as you lose these levels of support, the selling pressure steps in because you've lost key levels of support, okay, and then the bears take over. So at the moment it's just very indecisive, okay, but at the moment you are in this kind of uptrend here, look, where you're back testing this kind of ascending channel. So at the moment you are looking relatively positive for a bit of a reversal and a push up, and then hopefully, you know, with that we can get this push up here, go up to this sort of resistance line here of this inverse head and shoulders, and then break through that. And obviously you've got a target which is, I think it's up there at 0.5, isn't it? It's quite a large target from what I remember. So it's hard to say, okay? I don't want to give you any financial advice, but me personally, what I'm targeting here is simply the inverse head and shoulders. Hopefully that plays out, because that'd be a good trade if executed well. I think it's a 16-70% trade. You do need to keep an eye on that. But failing that, if we do start to lose this support, you know, I'm out. Okay, and it's not financial advice, but people say to me, what are you doing and stuff like that, and I'll tell you, I'll be frank, I'm out, because you know that this pattern is in play. The double M top, you've lost support, and you will pump down to this previous swing low, okay, which is this target here, which we've already outlined in the video. So not financial advice. If we was to close below these support levels, then yeah, I would definitely be looking to exit my position on CHILIZ, and then buy back lower and accumulate more CHILIZ. And that's basically the full transparency of it, okay? I'll always be transparent with you, but at a minute I'm holding because I do believe that given this price structure and given this pattern that we are in an accumulation phase. We're going to test these bottoms a few times, hopefully break through some of these fibs, you know, and start marching and moving up. But we can play these little trades in the meantime. So that's basically CHILIZ. I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a bit short today, but just a quick summary of what's going on. Sideways action basically, and you know, hopefully we find support. So have a good Saturday, and I will be back tomorrow with another CHILIZ update. I will try and commit to CHILIZ, even though it's getting a little bit boring, a little bit drab. I will try and keep you updated. But again, obviously just target these levels of support. If you start to lose those, you will see that bigger correction. Full transparency in this channel, okay? Take care all. Bye bye.